EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium, ready to go as they get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. First and 10, it's Haskins. Flushed out right. And his first pass is incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Is that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Larry Ogunjobi able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
Third down. 3rd and 14.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it. Putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Again, Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Browns have taken the early lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Parkey with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Monte Nicholson.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he's able to find Diggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Well, left side, caught by Diggs. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third down, here's Haskins. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Out of bounds at his own 49-yard line.
On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. JoJo Natson back deep. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. But now it'll be third down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds Beckham complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, and now it's second down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
6-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Steelers' 31-yard line.
2nd down at 5. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Browns 7, Steelers nothing.
Second and 5. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Complete, Jefferson to target.
Wilson's
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Justin Jefferson.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
You go tight. You got tight. You 14, got it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Browns 21, Steelers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah,
and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. 3rd down here.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
The Steelers' 49-yard line.
Here we go. Mike 51.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson.
Wilson.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Off to Geis on the screen. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8 from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
51's the mark. 51's the mark. Okay, double. Too quick.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Break on the coverage.
You can't block me.
Out of the gun, Geis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Geis, they'll try to run it. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Forced out to his left. He'll run it, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Here we go with Geis. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss.
It's 2nd down.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Let him know, let him know.
Another try after the first down sack. Haskins going up top, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action with Haskins. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Natson. 54 yards on the punt, 12 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Trevor Williams with a pick.
Intercepted by the Steelers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Final play of the half. It's Haskins going deep for Diggs. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Here's Wilson to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Stephon Tuitt just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson flush to his right and finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Throwing is Wilson. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
Eli Apple on the coverage.
To throw again. Haskins escaping the pressure right. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. Third time. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
You got to get this stop here, D. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Fair.
This time, Wilson will throw. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Intercepted.
They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Don't get nervous.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Switch up, switch 79. Check 99.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Greedy Williams picks it off.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
At the 26-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, he gets it in the hands of Geis. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. On 1st down, this is Geis. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Wilson, his throw caught at about the 5. Yeah, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Back to the ground game now with Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And this offense is running away with this one. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
It's so tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward.
And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Down pass. Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately.
Odell Beckham Jr. It's a big play there for the Browns. 51 yards.
1st and goal at the 40.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now parking for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Browns 41, Steelers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Flushed out right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. 22 yards. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Sutton now to return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
To throw again on 2nd down, Dobbs. The left side caught by Diggs. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Stephon Diggs with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are able to at least knock the deficit down a bit. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Browns 48, Steelers 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
50-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Wilson gets rid of it quickly. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch, maybe you move some motion, maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And this offense continues to pour it on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
At the 25-yard line, the Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. Going deep for Diggs. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dobbs. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Eli Apple. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
Goal at the 9-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward, able to record his 5th sack of the season.
At the 20-yard line.
After the sack on first down, Wilson. This one brought in by Jefferson. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
From the gun, it's Wilson. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Stephon Tuitt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's now 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Now Parkey for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Browns 62, Steelers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coach.
And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
At the 28-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Watch the screen. Pass. Bring it up. Left. 51.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Odell Beckham. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
62.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, they'll wrap up the campaign an impressive 15-1. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, this loss will mean they finish the season right at 500 at 8-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm lit, so you know what's up. I got the party on. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. Go ahead, touch down like that. Go ahead, touch down like that. Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, 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 work the. Pan a camera to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down. Shorty packing goods like a transport, and I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit, round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan, dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Hey, count it for and make a wish. I try to keep it lit, cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. Go ahead, touch down like that. Go ahead, touch down. Go ahead, touch down like that. Like work the middle, 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 work the. Like my style, don't ya? Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry rocks. She like when I hit the Rashida. Bryn hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me. Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me. Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cat. So many couches I cried. Shout out Zaza, Tree Tree, and shout classy. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the fuck up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the fuck up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is big. I only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. You gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out.